Are you over 60 and feeling like your energy just isn't what it used to be? Maybe you're struggling with muscle weakness, joint pain that won't quit, or that afternoon brain fog that makes you forget why you walked into a room. Here's something that might surprise you. That morning cup of coffee you're already drinking, it could be your secret weapon for healthy aging, but only if you know what to add to it. I'm about to show you 7 simple ingredients, things you can pick up at any grocery store that can turn your regular coffee for seniors into a powerhouse drink for muscle strength after 60, shopper memory, and yes, even joint pain relief. And before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe because I'm sharing science-backed strategies for natural supplements for seniors that actually work. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your morning coffee the same way again. Question for you. Which health concern bothers you most? Low energy, weak muscles, or joint pain? Drop it in the comments right now. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 64-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. Margaret used to wake up exhausted even after 8 hours of sleep. Her knees ached climbing stairs, and she'd given up on her morning walks because she just didn't have the strength anymore. She thought this was just part of getting older. But then she learned about simple health solutions for seniors that could transform her daily rituals for health after 60. She started adding just 3 ingredients to her morning coffee. Within 2 weeks, her energy improved. Within a month, she was back to her morning walks. After 3 months, she told me she felt better than she had in a decade. What changed? Not some expensive medication or complicated routine, just strategic additions to something she was already doing every single day, drinking coffee. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true, and I get it. But stick with me because everything I'm about to share is backed by real scientific research on cognitive function after 60, muscle preservation, and anti-aging natural remedies. The secret isn't the coffee itself, it's what you add to it that creates this transformation for boost energy over 60. Let's start with the simplest, most affordable ingredient you probably already have in your pantry: cinnamon. Cinnamon for blood sugar control isn't just folklore, it's proven science. A study published in the Journal of the American Board of Family Medicine found that cinnamon can improve blood sugar control by up to 30% in older adults. Why does this matter for you? Because stable blood sugar means stable energy. No more of those mid-morning crashes where you feel like you need a nap by 10 a.m. But here's where it gets even better for healthy aging. Cinnamon is also a powerful anti-inflammatory. You know that joint pain that makes it hard to get out of bed? The stiffness in your hands? Inflammation is often the culprit, and cinnamon helps fight it naturally. How to use it? Add half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your coffee every morning. Not the cheap stuff. Look for Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon. It's more effective and safer for daily use. John, a 68-year-old carpenter I know, started this simple practice. After just 2 weeks, he noticed his morning stiffness had decreased and he had more consistent energy throughout his workday. He told me, "I thought my carpentry days were numbered, but now I'm taking on projects again." Cost? About $5 for a container that lasts 2 months. That's less than $1 per week for ingredients for vitality in coffee. Before we move to the next ingredient, and trust me, number 4 is the game changer, make sure you're subscribed. I post new videos every week on healthy ways to boost memory in seniors and rebuilding muscle strength. Don't miss out. Ingredient number 2 might be less familiar to you, but it's becoming one of the most talked about supplements for cognitive function after 60, MCT oil. MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides. These are special fats that your brain can use for immediate energy. Think of them as premium fuel for your mind. Here's why MCT oil for brain health is so powerful for seniors. As we age, our brains become less efficient at using glucose for energy. This is one reason why brain fog and memory issues become more common after 60. But MCTs bypass this problem entirely. They provide your brain with an alternative fuel source called ketones. Research from the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease showed that MCT supplementation improved cognitive performance in older adults within just 90 minutes of consumption. 90 minutes! Linda, a 62-year-old accountant I know, told me she was terrified she was developing dementia because she kept forgetting client names and mixing up numbers. She started adding 1 tablespoon of MCT oil to her morning coffee. Within a week, she noticed she was sharper during morning meetings. Within a month, her memory concerns had dramatically decreased. How to use it? Start with 1 teaspoon and gradually work up to 1 tablespoon. Add it to your coffee and blend it well. I recommend using a small frother or blender to emulsify it properly. This creates a creamy texture, almost like a latte. Warning, start slow with MCT oil. If you add too much too quickly, it can cause digestive discomfort. Ease into it over a week or two. Cost? Around $20 to $30 for a bottle that lasts a month. For better focus, clearer thinking, and natural ways to boost memory in seniors, that's a worthwhile investment. Quick question for engagement. Have you noticed any memory changes as you've gotten older? Share your experience in the comments. You're not alone, and this community is here to support each other. Now let's tackle something that addresses one of the biggest complaints I hear from seniors: joint pain and stiffness. The solution? Collagen powder for seniors. Here's what most people don't understand. After age 60, you're losing about 1% of your collagen every year. Collagen is the protein that keeps your joints cushioned, your skin elastic, and your connective tissues strong. Less collagen means more pain, more stiffness, and more difficulty moving. But here's the good news. Adding collagen powder to your coffee can help rebuild what you're losing. A study in the journal Current Medical Research and Opinion found that seniors taking collagen supplements experienced significant improvements in joint pain relief after just 90 days. Participants reported better mobility and reduced discomfort in their knees, hips, and hands. Robert, a 71-year-old golfer, was about to give up the sport he loved because his knees hurt so badly. His doctor recommended collagen supplementation. He started adding collagen powder for seniors to his morning coffee. It dissolves completely with no taste. After 2 months, he was back on the golf course playing 18 holes without the pain that had been holding him back. The best part? You're getting multiple benefits from one ingredient: joint support, better skin health, stronger hair and nails, and even gut health improvements. Cost? About $30 to $40 for a container that lasts a month. But when you consider what you'd spend on joint pain creams, doctor visits, or potentially giving up activities you love, it's one of the most cost-effective, affordable supplements for seniors. We're about to get to the most powerful ingredient for muscle strength after 60, but first, if you're finding this valuable, hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs it. Your family members, your friends at church, your golf buddies. They'll thank you for it. Here it is, the ingredient that can literally help you rebuild muscle over 60. Let me be direct with you. Muscle loss after 60 is one of the most dangerous health issues you're facing. It's called sarcopenia, and it's responsible for falls, fractures, loss of independence, and decreased quality of life. But unlike bone loss or cognitive decline, muscle loss is almost completely reversible if you give your body what it needs. And what it needs most is protein, specifically high-quality protein like whey. Here's the science. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that seniors need significantly more protein than younger adults to maintain and build muscle, up to 30 grams per meal. But most of the seniors I talk to are barely getting 10 to 15 grams at breakfast, if that. Whey protein for muscle preservation changes everything. It contains all the essential amino acids your muscles need, particularly leucine, which is the key trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as the on switch for muscle building. Let me tell you about David, a 66-year-old veteran. He'd lost so much muscle strength that he couldn't lift his grandchildren anymore. It broke his heart. His physical therapist recommended adding whey protein to his daily routine. He started putting 1 scoop of it in his morning coffee along with some of the other ingredients I'm sharing today. Within 6 weeks, he noticed he could carry groceries without strain. Within 3 months, he was back to lifting his 5-year-old granddaughter again. He called it life-changing. Not because he became a bodybuilder, but because he got back his independence and his role in his family. How to use it? Add 1 scoop of unflavored or vanilla whey protein isolate to your coffee. Blend it well with a small frother or shaker bottle. Whey protein isolate works better in coffee than concentrate because it dissolves more easily and has less lactose. Pro tip for muscle strength after 60. Combine your protein coffee with some light resistance exercise. Even just bodyweight squats or wall push-ups. The combination of protein plus movement is what really drives muscle rebuilding. Cost? Runs about $35 to $50 for a container with about 30 servings. That's roughly $1.50 per day for one of the most powerful natural supplements for seniors you can take. Engagement moment? Drop a comment if you've noticed muscle weakness affecting your daily activities. What would you like to be able to do again if you had more strength? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and I want to hear your story. Now, we've got 3 more powerful ingredients to cover, and I promise each one builds on the others to create this comprehensive approach to healthy aging. Who said healthy aging can't taste good? Let's talk about cocoa powder. Yes, the same ingredient in chocolate. Cocoa powder for circulation is one of the best-kept secrets in anti-aging natural remedies. Here's why it matters. Good circulation means oxygen and nutrients get delivered efficiently to every part of your body, your brain, your muscles, your joints, your organs. Poor circulation, on the other hand, contributes to fatigue, cold hands and feet, cognitive decline, and slower healing. Many of the aging symptoms people accept as normal are actually just circulation problems that can be improved. Cocoa is packed with compounds called flavonols that dramatically improve blood vessel function. A study in the journal Frontiers in Nutrition found that older adults consuming high flavonol cocoa showed significant improvements in cognitive function after 60 and cardiovascular health. But here's the key. You need real cocoa powder, not the sugary hot chocolate mixes. Look for unsweetened natural or Dutch processed cocoa powder. Sarah, a 63-year-old artist, struggled with cold hands that made painting difficult, especially in winter. She also dealt with afternoon mental fatigue. She started adding 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder to her morning coffee, along with cinnamon and a touch of sweetener. She called it her mocha medicine. Within 2 weeks, she noticed her hands weren't as cold. Within a month, her afternoon energy slump had improved. The bonus? She loved the taste, which made this daily ritual something she actually looked forward to. How to use it? Add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder to your coffee. It pairs beautifully with cinnamon and a natural sweetener like stevia or monk fruit. Blend well for a delicious, healthy mocha. Benefits for boost energy over 60? Better circulation means more oxygen to your brain and muscles, which translates directly to better energy and clearer thinking. Cost? About $8 to $12 for a container that lasts several weeks. One of the most affordable and delicious additions you can make to boost your energy with coffee. Before we move on, and ingredient number 6 is crucial for inflammation. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. I share daily rituals for health after 60 that actually work, and I don't want you to miss future videos. Now let's tackle inflammation, the root cause of joint pain, cognitive decline, and dozens of chronic conditions that affect seniors. The solution? Turmeric coffee benefits are remarkable for reducing inflammation throughout your entire body. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory substances found in nature. We're talking about inflammation reduction comparable to some over-the-counter anti-inflammatory medications, but without the side effects. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed that curcumin supplementation significantly reduced markers of inflammation in older adults and improved symptoms of arthritis and joint pain relief. Here's what makes this ingredient special for seniors. Chronic inflammation is linked to almost every age-related disease: arthritis, heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes. By addressing inflammation daily, you're not just treating symptoms, you're preventing future problems. Martha, a 69-year-old grandmother, had such severe arthritis in her hands that buttoning her shirt was painful. She was considering surgery. Her naturopathic doctor suggested adding turmeric to her daily routine. She started putting a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric in her coffee each morning, along with a pinch of black pepper, which increases absorption by 2,000%. After 6 weeks, her hand pain had decreased noticeably. After 3 months, she'd regained enough dexterity that surgery was no longer needed. She now bakes cookies with her grandchildren again, something she thought she'd never do. How to use it? Add a 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder to your coffee, along with a small pinch of black pepper. Fair warning, turmeric has an earthy taste, so you might want to combine it with cinnamon and cocoa to make it more palatable. Some people also prefer making golden milk lattes with turmeric, but it works in coffee too. Important note, turmeric can stain, so stir carefully and don't spill on white clothing. The anti-aging coffee ingredients connection. When you combine turmeric with the collagen we talked about earlier, you're getting a powerful 1-2 punch for joint health. Collagen rebuilds the tissue while turmeric reduces the inflammation. Cost? About $6 to $10 for a container that lasts months. It's incredibly cost-effective as one of the best affordable supplements for seniors. Engagement question? How has joint pain or inflammation affected your life? What activities have you had to give up?
Share in the comments. I read every single one, and I want to hear your story.
Here's the truth. Everything I've shared with you today about natural supplements for seniors, rebuilding muscle over 60, and achieving joint pain relief, none of it matters if you don't take action. You've seen the power of these simple ingredients. You've heard real stories from real seniors who transformed their health with these best ingredients for muscle strength in seniors. You've learned the science behind cognitive function after 60 and how to support it naturally. Don't wait for another day to start boosting your energy, strength, and overall vitality. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post new videos every week on healthy aging strategies that actually work, and you don't want to miss them. Second, give this video a thumbs up if you found it valuable. It helps other seniors discover this information. Third, and this is the most important, pick one ingredient from this list and add it to your coffee tomorrow morning. Just one. Start there. My recommendation? Begin with cinnamon for blood sugar control. It's affordable, easy to find, and you'll notice results quickly. Fourth, drop a comment below telling me which ingredient are you going to try first and what health goal are you hoping to achieve. I read every comment and I'll respond with personalized advice for your situation. And finally, share this video with someone who needs it. Your spouse, your friend, your sibling, someone who's struggling with low energy, joint pain, or muscle weakness. This information could change their life, just like it changed Margaret's, John's, Linda's, and so many others. Remember, your best years are not behind you. With the right daily rituals for health after 60, you can feel stronger, sharper, and more energized than you have in years. I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to show you the 5-minute morning routine that complements this coffee protocol perfectly for boost energy over 60. Until then, here's to your health, your vitality, and your incredible second act. Question before you go: how has your coffee routine changed as you've gotten older? Have you tried any of these anti-aging natural remedies? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.